Hi Seagull fans, here's my little LS Super 40 from 1954/55. I actually polished the flywheel up a bit, so that looks a lot nicer now. It's got the brass retaining nut for the flywheel and the metal aluminium pulley for starting it, which is nice. The later ones were plastic. Like I said, I kept the tank original, so I thought that was nice. This one's got no dents in it, which is pretty cool. But I thought I'd just share a couple of tips with you that I found quite useful. I know people have probably done this in the past, but I'm a bit new to doing up old Seagulls. So I took the barrel off this one. I took the barrel and the cylinder head off, gave it a good old clean. It was well overdue for it. But when you put the barrel on, it can be a bit difficult, awkward trying to do it on your own. It's trying to squeeze the piston rings. I know you can use a little bit of a bit of metal. So what I did is I made myself up a little piston ring compressor. You can make this out, you know, that the metal banding that is used to hold pallets down, to hold loads on pallets. Sometimes it's like a metal banding, but I couldn't find any of that, so I found a big old Jubilee clip and I cut it down. And the first time I did it, I was squeezing it in by hand, trying to squeeze it in by hand and then try and lower the barrel down. That was a bit awkward. I found that a bit difficult, so I thought, like, you can buy proper piston ring compressors and they're quite fancy with Allen keys and what have you. But this, I thought I'd just quickly make up something. So I just sort of bent up a couple of the bits at the end of the Jubilee clip and drilled a couple of holes and put a small nut and bolt through it. And then so I just shaped that up to the size of the piston. You've got to be careful with the piston rings because there's two piston rings on it and they fit in grooves in the piston, like little cutouts on the piston there. So you've got to make sure the piston rings sit nicely within the grooves. Then just pop that over that and then just clamp it up with a screwdriver. And then you can with a little bit of oil maybe to lubricate it, and then you can just gradually slip the barrel over the piston, and then you can just undo that and withdraw it. So that was a useful tip. So anyone new to doing this, that is a device that will help you do this, you know, if it's a one-man operation. So that's a useful bit of kit, easy to make up. And then I found something else. I nicked my wife's nail file. It's quite fine, and that's quite handy for cleaning the points. So women's nail file. I know you can use like a little bit of wet and dry, but that's quite good because you can get, with wet and dry, it's because it's quite limp, you can't pull it up and down very easily. So I think this is quite good, unless anyone else thinks that's a bad idea, let me know. But obviously you just do it a little bit just to clean the tarnishing off the point of it. It's nice and stiff so you can get a good action. Anyway, that's just a quick couple of little tips there for anyone that's doing some work on their Seagulls. And yeah, cool. Anyway, take it easy guys, and catch up with you later. Over and out.